course, right as I go live, he's like, "What about?" I was like,
What about what?
"What about that thing you can't talk about?" All right, let's see.
The next time a Switch goes up, first you find like available stock somewhere, just buy it for me and I'll PayPal you.
Well, I'm glad I double checked because it doesn't look like this shit's working again.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Looks like Grant's 35th years.
Hey, we're not
Starting off
like the show didn't start yet, so cursing is allowed.
We'll do it live.
Fucking thing sucks. All right.
What does that
Oh, you
mean?
got the Pokemon there, Chief?
Yep, Clink.
Nothing on it.
Clunk. No, it's Clink.
Clink, clunk. All right, the link is out.
No, Clink.
I said clink. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Excuse
That's
me.
good.
Oh,
excuse me.
I will tell you that
Should
I got hysterical
Clink, clink.
on the way to see your show in the car because I belched and then Kevin belched. And then I belched and then Kevin belched. And Kevin was like, "Great, you gotta pull this thing over." And then I couldn't stop thinking about what would happen if all of us were belching and we couldn't stop. And Great had to pull the car over and we're all like panicked but belching looking at each other.
I gotta start. We can get right back into this conversation.
Oh, sorry.
3.
Look at my phone upstairs.
2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 599. The Clink Podcast.
Clink.
Clunk. Clunk. All right. Clink.
Homer.
Clink resembles two interlocking.
Well, Ray, can you tell us about Clink, please?
There we go. Clink resembles two interlocking gears with 6 teeth each. The teeth of the gears are light gray with a darker central region.
Mhm.
Each gear has a white X in place of its left eye, where the right eyes have a black pupil and white sclera. They have round turquoise noses and small mouths. Clink can launch itself at opponents in the form of gear grind
That
and
sounds
shift gear. Its signature moves. Once two bodies have joined, they cannot combine with any others or they will become separated. Makes sense. Clink generates its life energy by spinning and is generally found in caves. According to Professor Juniper, the first recorded evidence of this Pokemon dates to around 100 years ago in the Charged Stone Cave.
I have
She
to say something
believes
really important.
that it suddenly appeared in the cave at that time.
Someone's in the YouTube chat. And it's someone from many years ago. They have returned.
Kissels?
Good guess, but Kissel's wasn't a person's name, was it?
No. Was it Cater?
What is this?
Cater, yes. No,
Cater? Oh.
it's Zidane.
Wow.
Zidane.
I
has
swear,
returned.
I was just going to guess Zidane. Well, no, I was going to ask if it started with a Z.
And then that would narrow it down. All right, go ahead. Hello, Zidane. Go ahead.
All right. So Clink is number 599.
I wasn't thinking, and you said Homer, but now I made the connection.
It's a steel type Pokemon. Its abilities include plus or minus. Its hidden ability is Clear Body.
I like a nice clear body.
They're a foot tall and 46 pounds.
What do you like in a woman? Tall, clear body.
That's you, sugar bumps.
And you can't teach that.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
All right, let me do this stuff. Hello, Jetfire 238, Mega Jacob F, Low Camp, Nate Senpai, Hey Duda, Darmani,
What?
Guy Bones.
No, all I can think about is Jack Palance saying that thing I said before.
That I'm not supposed to say
Blunners,
again.
Inu,
I
Daniel,
can't say it either.
somebody that's a whole bunch of numbers. 170380, Jabo, Alejandro. Who else we got here?
Oh,
867
Lemonade, David,
Say
Weed
that.
Lover, Battle One, Travis. Hello to everybody. If I missed your name, just talk and I'll say, wow. Deontay Hancock says, hey, longtime watcher and listener since episode
598.
12.
300?
So you have 599 episodes to guess from. You said 12. His
Yes.
answer is 11.
No!
So close.
Dang.
So close. Hello, Eric. So yeah, thanks to all the people that just started watching and listening to the podcast. I greatly appreciate it. I've had a couple people email me and they were like, why did your podcast start at episode 597? And I was like, oh no, we've been around for just a little while. It's new YouTube people and they're like, why doesn't it start with 1?
I can blame that on her.
You can.
You're allowed to burp on this show. It's okay. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's right. You do it all the time, don't
Yeah. I'm
you?
the
You do it while you're
captain.
talking.
I'm the captain now.
Well, I mean, like, let's look at it this way. I do it in real life. I'm not like my character is someone that burps while they talk. So no, it's
You have a
that's what I do. No, like people people
You're
watch.
not a real sea captain?
I'm sorry to break this to you on your birthday, but I am not. You know that guy at Nikki Hill's wedding thought I was.
And didn't you say
Wait,
you
what?
were?
Why didn't I know about this?
You didn't hear that?
No.
At Nikki Hill's wedding, somebody asked me where my boat was, and I was like, ha ha ha. And he's like, no, seriously. He really thought I was a captain, so I just went with it. I was like, I wonder if when I walk away from this guy, he'll see the snapback of this hat and be like, that's not a real captain.
That's not standard issue.
That's right. Captains in training get the snapback.
That hat, I think, needs a run through the dishwasher.
We were just talking about
Yeah,
how
well, it
filthy
is a white hat. They do get dirty
It's-
easily.
But
Hello,
okay, let's not
Cosmo.
look at it. All right.
It looks so nice and bright white on the
No, it doesn't look bright
No,
white anywhere.
on here.
Just guys, don't look at it. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, now it looks bad.
Yeah. Now that I
Here it looks
open my
great.
eyes,
Looks like
it
a
looks
shoe.
beautiful.
I hear someone.
Oh yeah, I think R-Type said he was coming.
I heard
Are
potentially.
you for real?
But then again, he said that last
So
night.
anyway, yes, you were talking about Switch pre-orders. I am sorry you didn't get in on one.
Yeah, I was in a meeting
Yeah,
and I couldn't like sprint out the door.
I gotta take this call.
Oh
So
my god! Excuse me.
hey,
I was here the whole time.
sorry, you gotta do fold out chair. I apologize.
Careful, the heater's
You
on.
stop. I like how you stopped to grab cookies before you came down here.
There was no line at the to-go.
So Best Buy had them for a very short period, and I posted it on GoNintendo. But I want you to know, before I posted on GoNintendo, I texted you guys. I
know.
wanted you to get a jump on it.
I know.
It was only like a minute, but still.
What do we got?
He is trying to get a Switch pre-order, and so is John the Savage. And I texted them a Best Buy link because they were live. And even by the time I got to it, the neon colors were gone. It was just basic Switch. And then John the Savage
Better
got
than a
one,
basic
and
bitch.
then it was like maybe a minute after that, and they were gone. So
Well, thanks for nothing.
here, I have more information for you. If you want a chance at getting a Switch on day one,
Mhm.
it sounds like some retailers will have them, but I would suggest Target, because Target seems to be the go-to one right now for day one walk-ins to pick up.
Why?
Because of how they're handling their online stuff. I don't even know if they did official pre-orders for it online, but they will definitely have them in store.
So they're
Day
too
one.
hot for stock.
Oh!
So I don't know, like, if they're gonna have like 10 of them. I don't know if they're gonna have like 10 of them or one of them, but you'll have a shot. And there might be more pre-orders that open before then, so I'll keep tabs on it. But yeah, Best Buy had them. All 41 review says you were in a meeting at 3:30 a.m. because there was also stock available then.
Well,
No, it was
funny you say that.
Buttered cookie?
what time
No,
was
I
it?
was not. It was like 3 in the afternoon.
Yes. Well, where do you live, All? Maybe you live somewhere that's what time it was. I doubt it. All right, so we have vitamin G finally. Not finally, like finally, you asshole, but like people, like I said, people have been asking
Finally,
for
you
it.
excellent,
We have
you excellent
membrane.
human.
Hey,
We have R-Type.
Oh,
We have Kirby,
Hey.
and today's Kirby's birthday.
Boo.
So
I was
we'll
saying
talk.
boo
So,
birthday.
so today's whole podcast, we'll talk about whatever you want.
I'm a very, very old man.
Feel free to take your naps during the podcast.
That birthday cheer was very loud.
Hello, Angelo. What was that? Wii Lover says he was at Walmart for the Wii. Originally camped out. Oh, people are saying where they camped out for the Wii. It's Target, And Walmart. Yeah, Walmart for Switch, I think is done. They might have some walk-in, but definitely their pre-orders are done. Because like we were saying a couple episodes ago, Lube was like, yeah, we're just
handing them out.
we're
Right?
just taking them. And then I got I'm not going to say from where. It wasn't from Lube, but I got a leaked internal memo that Walmart sent out to their employees and was like, hey, Switch pre-orders are doing really great. We're going to extend them by a couple days and then don't do any more because we took too many. They're like, some stores can get some more people in there. So yeah, I really feel like day one it's going to be bad for some people. Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm not holding out any hope that I'm getting it day one at this point.
Day one being
March 3rd.
3rd. Wow. Okay. So we're looking at less than a month.
March 3rd. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We are officially
Final countdown.
under a month until the Switch launches. And for that matter, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, same day. Well, One Love shares a beautiful story. He says, waited outside for the Wii at Target. I smoked bowls on the hour, 8 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Smoke bowls on the hour.
That's what he says, on the hour,
Like the
from
Weather
8
Channel?
p.m. to 7 a.m.
That's much better than smoke weed every day. We got to do one.
Yes.
Smoke bowl by the hour.
Weed on the thighs.
Right?
So then that's a NPR's trying to get popular with the younger generation.
was waiting for the weed.
Welcome to Bowls on the
WIID.
Oh, the weed. I get it.
It's a typo.
That's probably the first time that joke has happened.
I think you're right.
Well, it's 10 years later.
Giant Reggie says,
So I might
hey,
become like
or-
we.
Giant Reggie says,
Wing.
yeah, RMC, if you brought Rice Krispies, did you bring enough for the whole class?
There are
If you
enough
take
Rice
very
Krispie
tiny
treats
bites.
for the block.
Well, I ate 12,
Here.
so just barely.
People watching. There you go.
Yeah,
There
look
they
at their
are.
masterpiece.
They're so brightly colored that they just appear washed out on the camera.
Dude,
Are they Fruity Pebbles, actually?
yeah.
What? I'm
I was
gonna
only-
eat the crap out of those.
I was just pipe
Oh my
dreaming.
God.
No, they're Fruity Pebbles.
When can we eat them, actually?
Right now?
Well-
it's
well-
your birthday. You can eat them whenever you want.
What?
Well, then we gotta wait.
Well, shit.
Oh, you want to sing right now? One.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kirby. You're my number one guy.
Yeah.
He did
Yay!
it! Wow, this is a little sideways. Like,
Yeah. All right, now you guys can eat the shovel out.
Yeah, now the rest of the podcast is going to be like,
y'all can eat the shovel night out of them.
Yeah, watch your language.
What if we have like a little bit of a vigil for like
Harambe? He's still dead, right?
B-Day candles out for Harambe?
Harambe update. Still dead.
Still dead.
Still pretty popular.
All right.
Stay tuned for weed at the thighs.
All right, let's do some news. What do we got
I
this
love
week?
the smell of birthday cake.
So, Nintendo and
Ooh, they are
Nvidia,
pebbles. So good.
Right?
So good.
Nintendo and
Mine actually
Nvidia
smells like
are
pineapple.
working together on
Perfect.
the Switch, obviously. But there's a bit of a rumor coming out from a Chinese news site and then a Chinese news publication talking about the two of them working on.
You gotta like
not good.
two-finger it.
There's been a listing for new
Wow.
Super Mario Brothers, so that would be the DS game,
You said
releasing
news, right?
on the Nvidia Shield, and the Nvidia Shield is Nvidia's like little controller with a screen on it.
Nvidia.
So it'll be really interesting because Nintendo and Nvidia are working on the Switch, and then the two of them working together on the Nvidia Shield, but Nintendo allowing one of their franchises to go to the Shield for a launch in China, because China is a really big gaming market that a lot of the traditional game publishers and developers haven't broken into yet. So
What do
this
they
is
like?
not what.
What do they like? What do they play? What's big over there?
League of Legends.
Anthropomorphic RPGs?
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
Why not?
Like lots of massive MOBAs and lots of
MOBAs.
I mean mobile games in general are big over there too.
Right.
But so Nintendo has done some weird stuff over in China before, like the IQ player, which was basically like an N64, but not really. It only released over there. So it's a big market to get into, and there's a big gaming
It's
audience
a big
over
in
there.
general, yeah.
But yes, my sources tell me that China has a lot of people in it. So this
Can
is
you
rumor
confirm?
right now, but
Internal Walmart memo.
that's right. I just got a link
Walmart's-
right now from Walmart.
China's
Oddly
got
enough
the
about
people.
China. First comment comes from Mortimer. Mortimer says, sounds like a good deal. Maybe this has to do with the rumors of Nintendo getting Nvidia's chips at a bargain. Win-win either way. Well, it would certainly be a win-win either way. Yeah, I'd imagine people will eat that stuff up. Roy says, I got to subscribe to this man. His beard belies his femininity. That's my Twitter. Who the hell gave me that on Twitter?
My beard belies my
I think it was
femininity.
Poopaloo.
Who gave you your beard?
No, it's the whatever my phrase.
Baby Jesus gave him
in
that
Twitter.
beard.
Whatever it's called.
The giver of beer.
Michelle Ansel,
Baby Jesus.
Mr. Kirby, you know as the man behind.
Again, you're going home
Rayman,
without beer.
I know.
Beyond Good and
Feels
Evil,
weird.
Rabbit.
Beyond Good and Evil,
Feels weird.
Rabbids, and everybody loves Rayman. He's been teasing stuff on Twitter or Instagram for a while now. He teased Beyond Good and Evil 2 before we had known that it's officially.
He's been teasing it for like a decade.
Yeah, right. But
Not cool.
now we know it is officially happening. We still don't know
What color
where
is
it's
Star
going
Wars
to.
blue?
We don't know that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
According to who?
Him. I should say this. Him and Ubisoft both confirmed it. So I'll give you the timeline. A few weeks before it was confirmed, he was tweeting, or on his Instagram, he was sending out pictures of like the rhinoceros from Monaco Garage, but it was like today's visuals.
It was like,
And then he did the
pornographic.
boy totally nude. He had something else, another
Nude
character I
rhinos.
forget, but he wasn't saying like what it was. And everybody's like, "Is this Beyond Good and Evil 2? Is this what we're looking at here?" And then eventually he was like, "I'm doing Beyond Good and Evil 2," and Ubisoft was like, "Yeah, he's doing Beyond Good and Evil 2. Where it's happening." But what they haven't said is what platforms it's going to, and the rumor is Switch exclusive for a year. And this is from multiple sources,
Followed
including
by Game Boy.
yes.
The
So
gray one.
I'm sure we'll hear at E3 whatever's going on. But anyway, what else is Mr. Ansel doing? There's been a rumor. There's been a rumor for a long time now that Nintendo and Ubisoft are working on a Mario and Rabbids combination game.
Or domain for.
A Mario Rabbids game, some sort of strategy RPG.
Oh.
But it was not confirmed. But Mr. Ansel took to Instagram and took a picture of himself holding up a plunger, which goes with both Mario and the Rabbids. They both use plunger. Well, Mario, is a plumber, but
I've only ever seen him use a.
I mean, he's
plunger in the
technically a
movie.
plumber. Yeah.
I've only ever really seen him dressed up as a furry, so I don't know
Mario?
that. Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know that plumber is really his profession anymore.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he's a real plumber.
He is. Have you ever seen the beginning to the Mario Brothers cartoon? Him and Luigi are in a tub plunging it,
I know how that
and they don't have a plunger.
Is that what?
Wait,
Is that what it's called?
That's what brothers do. They plunge together.
Oh my god.
Let's
Plunged it all day
go.
with my bro.
So people obviously were.
Man, I was texting you all day. You didn't answer. Yeah, I was plunging it.
People are obviously hitting up Mr. Ansel's Twitter and being like, "Is this a tease? Is this a tease for the game?" And he's not saying anything. So.
Plunge my butt.
Here, this is a perfect example of the internet. This isn't just the first comment on GoNintendo. This is the top-rated comment on GoNintendo
Whoa.
from longtime GoNintendo reader WesFX.
Oh,
His
that guy.
top-rated comment is, and I'm saying this exactly how he says it: "Does Bruno Mars is gay?"
Oh, yeah, I think that's a meme. Actually.
There you go.
True or false?
I saw,
True or false? Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Yeah, I think I actually found like a Facebook page that was all like, "Does Bruno Mars is gay" memes.
I'm on the
So
internet a
now
lot.
original.
I've never heard of this.
All right,
The
Make it-
newest
It's making me giggle.
Does
So
Bruno Mars is gay?
I'm thankful.
the newest meme I'm up to speed on is Cash Me Outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How about that?
I was just reading up on that one.
Dr. Phil is cashing in on that baby.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That sucker's last I looked, it had like 14 million views. I'm sure it's like double.
And now-
since
I don't.
then.
Wait, what happened? I
Cash
don't
Me
know.
Outside.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
How about
Problem child, early teenager,
that?
likes
Appeared
to
on
fight
Dr. Phil.
people,
Um,
bad English / grammar, and she's got the most quotable quote of the year so far.
Of the quotes.
Of the
So,
quotes,
the
of all the quotes.
crowd was giving her a bit of a rough time, and while they were laughing,
And I
at
just
her,
saw footage
said,
of her
"Cash Me
calling
Outside,
up-
How about that?
now I saw footage of her calling up the execs for the network and like
Yelling
cursing
at them.
out.
Yeah.
And now she's in LA because someone's trying to pay her money to be herself.
Yeah, right? Milk it. Hey, good for her, man. She found a niche.
If there was a train wreck channel, like literal train wrecks, that would do great. Train, you know? Slow-mo train wrecks. It's cool. Just have it hosted by, I don't know, Dean Cain or something.
Dean Cain. Oh, Dean Cain is too busy doing the Today Show now.
That's the guy who used to do America's Funniest Home Videos. That guy.
Which
Dave Coulier?
Days with the
No,
Stars.
the
that
one
was
that
America's
did
Funniest
it,
People.
the weird guy, Flugelstomp or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Flugelstomp.
No, it was Flugel
Bugle Stank.
Game
Fugelstank.
No.
What the hell
His
was
name's
his name?
Bugle Stank, not Stank.
Fugelstank. What?
Fugly Stank.
Who doesn't change that?
What?
I would
Fugle Stank?
change that.
It's brave.
Change Bugle Stank? It's a name to be proud of.
No,
Like
I don't
Kirby.
know what it is.
Europe.
Don't change it.
Europe, this week's uploads
That's
to
'cause
Wii U and
it's a
3DS.
nice one.
What did Europe get? Europe got Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. This is the 3DS update of the Wii U game, which includes Poochie and Poochie's pups. And Poochie's pups are there to help you find
What about
secrets.
Poochie's
Or
Planet?
you can play Poochie.
What about Poochie's?
I forget what it's called. Poochie Dash or
Poochie's-
something.
Poochie's Pinus.
Coochie.
There's
I said it.
There's a
I
special-
couldn't hold it.
there's a special Poochie mode where you can. I guess it's a thing.
I told you so.
There's a special Poochie mode where you can play
I like the
as
logo.
Poochie and you collect gems,
Oh,
and there's
I
like
think you
certain challenges to
Have
take
that
on.
custom made on Facebook.
Yes.
Hi.
Oh, I thought you had a question.
Just
No.
leading in like friends
Hi.
do.
Life Speed is
How are
available
you?
now. Life Speed is only available on the
Okay.
new 3DS or the new 3DS XL. You can't get that on the 2DS or the 3DS. That's been
2DS.
long in development, but is now released. And that comes from Wii Man Studios.
Wait, the
Wait,
Wii
wait,
Man?
from Jackass?
From Jackass?
No, as in Wii Man, longtime Go Nintendo reader.
As in
Oh.
Wee Man Long Time No
He
See.
released the game.
So you're saying Wii Man from Jackass?
Yes, exactly. Wii Man from
If I'm
Jackass
understanding you right,
is
You're agreeing
the
with me.
most well-known Go Nintendo fan.
I'm very good at picking that up.
Legna Tactica is available. It's an RPG. It's on the 3DS, and it comes from Kemco. Kemco's still
What?
around.
I like
Oh my
Kemco.
god, yeah.
Crazy,
Went out of
right?
business.
What's Kemco's flagship? I'm trying to remember.
Do they have one?
Yeah.
Look, you look them up. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's like a
Ken/Will
Kemco
Do.
franchise.
Does Kemco is flagship?
Finally, somebody's asking the questions we need to answer. Punch Club
Give
is
that man
available on
some
3DS.
journalist creds.
Punch Club. Train hard, fight crocodiles, and find love. Earn your place in the Punch Club ranks and discover who brutally murdered your father in this choose-your-own-adventure boxing management tycoon sim.
Oh my God.
That's
Everything
all true.
okay?
Special offers on the Legend of
Such a
Zelda games
series.
because it
Who
is
is kill murder my father?
it is the Legend of Zelda Week 2017, so you can get
You
special
killed
deals
my
on all
father.
kinds of games
I
until
don't like
what's the
Kind of thing.
until February 9th. So you get all kinds of deals on various Zelda games. Wii U got Bomberman 94, which is the TurboGrafx 16 game. And they also got the
That's how I knew I
TurboGrafx
liked it.
16 version of Gradius.
Wii U still putting out games?
Ouch.
Does Wii U is put out games?
Yeah, I'm serious. I didn't know if they
Yes.
were
I
still.
was
Yes.
wondering that too, actually. I saw
Not
Wii U and I
just
thought it
games,
was
these are
typo.
virtual console games. They are doing, well, let's put it this way. Nintendo themselves are done making games for the Wii U,
Okay,
but games are still coming out on the Wii U.
They're done
Mhm.
games.
that's deep.
They're done games, yes.
That's
Done
deep,
game.
man.
Brick Race is available on the Wii
Good for
U.
your
Color
games.
Cubes is available on the Wii U. Koi DX is available on the Wii U. It's a tranquil and mesmerizing experience as you
Is it
embark
koi?
on an introspective journey through the lens of a lone koi fish separated from its owner.
Huh.
This koi fish is the last hope for purifying waters polluted by mankind.
That's an all-American game if I ever heard it.
Right here. Gets me right here.
The environment.
I have updates on the Kemco controversy.
I'm ready.
So mostly Game Boy puzzle games, like your Bugs' Crazy Castle stuff. Remember those?
Yes, I do.
Kid Clown and Nightmare, whatever. And my favorite, Top Gear Rally for the 64.
Oh!
I checked that out of Laneco Department Store probably 3 consecutive times. Loved
Really?
it. Loved it.
Well,
you know the bar
nowadays,
stools in the other room are from like
nowadays,
department store?
Kemco doesn't really put out all too much, but they are. I don't know how they survived from then until now, but they're still around.
Yeah, I'm trying to see anything
They're
that we
okay.
can
Yeah,
consider.
according to Wikipedia, they're one of the original Nintendo licensees.
They're probably doing a lot of like mobile stuff.
Well, I mean, everyone's doing
Yeah.
it now.
Well, they still have the Looney Tunes. That's 5 versus 5.
I'm gonna guess they lost that license by now.
Lagoon.
What? But it's pricey.
Published,
Dragon
yes.
View? Dragon View. Sounds very
No.
vicious.
Shadow Archer is available. Star Splash
Oh, they did-
Shattered Star.
They did
Mom
Shadow
Rain,
get?
this one's for you.
Hello Kitty.
Did they really?
Yeah.
No, Mom Brain, it's not Hello Kitty. Star Splash Shattered Star. The celestial mother star brought balance to the planet for millennia, but because of an evil creature, it is now shattered into thousands of pieces.
Sweet apocalypse.
By one mistake, I just
Best
made this game way more
apocalypse
If that's the end of the
ever.
world, I'm looking forward to it.
thousands of pizzas. A courageous dolphin must find the pieces to reconstitute the mother star and defeat evil to prevent world devastation.
Why was that
Does
for me?
Live do the soundtrack?
Because you loved
And/or is
playing
Echo there?
Ego the Dolphin.
Oh, because of the dolphin.
Eco or Echo? Do we know?
Echo.
It's definitely Echo.
Okay.
ECCO is
Echo.
Echo. yes.
Eco. Well, he goes Eco.
Well, it's
Eco.
actually H-O, right?
Eco.
Because he
Eco.
ecos off the walls to get in. Eco, I'm a Gucci. All right, yeah, let's do that. All right, chat, both chats, Go Nintendo chat and YouTube chat. Ippo Amaguchi, what game is that from? Let's see if anybody gets that.
I'm a Gucci.
It's also the game that offers up Swino Bash, if anybody knows
And
that one.
Macaulay Culkin.
that one I don't know. Minecraft Wii U Edition got the Villain Skin Pack. That's an extra $2.
Villain skin pack? It sounds like a swollen
Jason says
scrotum.
happy birthday, Kirby.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my villain skin pack.
I'm a Gucci. I really want to know if
It's
people
the
get
name
this.
for your yam bag.
Yes. My
Yam
villain. My
bag.
villain. What is my villain
That's a
skin
screw- my
bag?
goodness.
My villain
You
skin.
never heard yam bag?
I have, but I didn't know we were going to talk about it.
Well, because he said villain skin bag, and I mean,
Oh, okay.
I said skin pack.
I'm not very good
It's
at
the same
basketball,
thing.
but that's a layup. Am I right?
No, not not Iko Yamaguchi.
But that could be good. Please,
Ippo Amaguchi.
please draw Christy Yamaguchi / dolphin.
Yeah, right.
Please meme that for
Martin
us
Stuff says, I intend to get Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World at some point, but not just yet. Little low on funds at the moment. I wonder what Nintendo 2 Cop will complain
now.
about
Just did my
this
taxes
week.
yesterday.
He didn't complain about anything. Didn't.
We're hoping for a good year
How
this
about
year.
those
Bought a
ones in
house.
Congress?
I had a 1099
Hey, Mom Brain,
Congress.
now we have a story that really is
I have one.
for you.
What?
We have a story that really is for you.
Okay.
Nintendo explained why Animal Crossing.
Was it
About
Hello
kittens.
Kitty related?
Nintendo explained why Animal Crossing didn't come out on
We-
mobile yet
I mean, well,
because it was supposed to be out, and they pushed it back. Why was it pushed back? They said because Super Mario Run is only on iOS right now, and the Android version comes out in March, and they wanted to focus on that, so Animal Crossing got the bump back. So as far as we know, Animal Crossing will be 2017, just not yet. Kirby, did you get Fire Emblem Heroes?
Oh, it's funny you should mention that. I just downloaded
No.
it this morning.
Oh, did you really? That's funny you should answer that. I hate that game.
Yeah,
No, thanks for bringing this up. No.
I gotta be honest. I know we've been talking about it for like the past couple of weeks, but I didn't even realize until like this morning that it was like an iOS game.
Oh,
Kirby's
yes,
busy
it
guy.
is a mobile game. It is mobile and it is free. Unless you want
and
to
it is
spend money
game.
on it, then you can.
I only played like the
It
first,
is mobile
like, the
and it
first
is
5
game.
minutes of it.
Yeah, you got to do like the prologue and then go into the regular stuff. Well, never mind. Then I won't talk to you.
But I do know. About
We are
it,
good at
so
this.
Sir,
yes.
Sergio Monti says, I wonder if that has anything to do with any Switch release.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
I belched.
All right, so Nintendo put out their financial information this week, and we have some sales of games. All right, so this is okay. I won't say
Sale
anything.
of games.
Pokemon Sun and Moon came out.
Did Moon surpass Sun yet?
When did it come out? A couple months ago?
November, right?
November? Okay. Came out November. Worldwide, how many units do you think it sold so far?
Oh, about I don't know.
Come on, Bring.
12 says Vitamin G.
Is that what he said?
I'll take the over on that.
Mombri.
What?
Hi, thanks for joining us, Mombri.
Hi.
How many copies of Pokemon
How are
Sun and
you?
Moon do you think have sold since?
I need a frame of reference because I'm not good at the sales numbers.
Oh yeah, it took me a while to get
30 million.
the swing of it. I'm gonna say at least 100 million.
Wow, you guys are really
Shut up.
you're
Fan people?
500 million.
no, you're going way too
Oh, sorry.
high.
12.8
Oh, sorry.
Now we're
2
more in the
billion.
range.
billion small,
Billion,
right?
yeah, right. Pokemon Sun and Moon have sold 14.69 million units.
I'd have a chance on the Bob Barker show with that one.
So let's put this into perspective. Pokemon Red, Blue, Green have sold 30 million copies so far since they came out.
Since 95.
Yes. And Sun and Moon have sold basically 15 million.
In 3 months, so
Yeah.
half the sales. Well, I hear the graphics are better, so.
Yes, they are better. That's true. And to put that in a little more perspective, X and Y, Pokemon X and Y, lifetime sales so far are 16 million.
Don't look at Vitamin G; it's gonna die.
So that's insane. The game is moving ridiculously fast.
And without my help,
That's right.
I need to get in on that. Where do I get an extra day of the week so I can just game?
Right?
I've been playing Dr. Mario before bed and literally falling asleep playing Dr. Mario.
You know what it has to happen? You need to.
And it
just
made me
stop
mad. I was like,
sleeping.
I want to play a game.
You just have to stop sleeping.
You know what's important? The fact that you tried. That's what's important. It doesn't matter how many patients died because you never cleared them of viruses. It's that you're there trying.
Well, I'm lucky that there's no patient. It's just like a checkered background, which I'm assuming is a curtain, and behind it is the carnage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who am I going to save to?
And I don't know that Dr. Mario is a very good doctor.
Dr. Mario Kirby.
His only answer is to throw pills at people.
I
I
don't know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
like giant pills that nobody could possibly swallow.
Can we get a comment vote? Definitely the chill music in that game. Of the two music choices you get, chill is the winner.
Hold on.
It's actually called Chill.
Yeah, chill is the
Chill,
second one.
Fever, and
Fever and chill. That's it.
Nothing,
and
right?
off.
Yeah.
Chill is the one. Mhm.
That's chill.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty chill.
love Dr. Mario music.
This is creeping me out. A little.
Yes.
That sounds pretty chill. Well, the other ones, Fever doesn't really sound feverish. It's just more,
It's
jumpy.
It's not good. Right.
Blackout says, Black and White, take me back to a great time in my life. That nostalgia.
Like 3 years ago.
But in my opinion, the games were trash. And I thought X and Y were pretty damn good. I know a lot of people will disagree, so I'm happy to see Black and
Usually when
White
people talk about
outshine.
nostalgia,
Disclaimer, Black 2 is my favorite Pokemon game behind Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So there's that.
I'm really nostalgic for how much I hate that garbage.
I'm nostalgic for these games because they suck.
There's got to be a word where it's hate and
I feel
nostalgia
the
in equal
nostalgia
measure.
turning my
It's got to be another
Why
word
can't
for
we
that.
go back to the days when everything sucked?
Good old
I
I
suck
long
days.
for the days where I was a child and everything was garbage.
Garbage everywhere.
I didn't know any better. Guy Bones
Wait,
says,
what?
we always say Guy Bones, but his name is Guy Bones.
Oh, I thought it was like a different person.
Guy Bonds says, Fever is definitely better. Both are good, but Dr. Mario is known for Fever. He's got a point. Dr. Mario is known for Fever.
Well, I'm an iconoclast. What can I say? I'm a contrarian. Give me Mega Man 5.
What?
I like how that comes up like every
That's a
time you're
joke.
here.
That's a joke.
Oh, okay.
That's just something I do to rib raw meat.
That's a joke. But seriously. I love
Also,
Mega
my
Man
favorite
5.
Double Dragon game is
Also,
3.
I had you rank Wario games on my way to work, and you put my fave on the bottom.
What's your favorite?
Well, I like Wario Woods because it's not good.
Oh, listen. Listen, you said pick the best and worst Wario games. Something had to be the
Right.
worst. And the only reason I said Wario
No,
Woods
you
is because
qualified.
it's
You
so
qualified
different.
it very diplomatically by saying there's no bad Wario games, but this one's the bottom of the 12 I just mentioned.
It's
Yeah.
the least best.
Yeah, like if I'm looking for a Wario experience, I'm like, give me Wario's.
Right, because he's only in that little box and he's just
Yeah,
watching
exactly.
Toad in a tree
But
rearranged.
It's got something good
Double
going for
A's.
it. He's still got the old weird look to him, like the wall-eyed,
the more
look.
damaged look. They're like, whoa,
Yeah.
Wario's
Where did-
here.
Before Nintendo realized, oh, this guy could be like a character
Right,
for us. We
right.
better make him look a little more normal.
Hideous cousin Mario.
Like him in Super Mario Land 2, where he debuts, he looks like a freak.
Well, yeah, 'cause he's like,
Obey Mario.
yeah, I was thinking of the
Destroy Mario.
Yeah, whatever happened to
Man, that was his
just
debut.
like-
That was like almost
he's
30 years
not a
ago.
coward.
Rocket says Wario's Woods rules. So
Hey.
there.
Can I get a virtual
Yeah.
fist bump?
Virtual FB.
That's not fist bump. Can I get a virtual?
Can I get a virtual
Also, if
fist
you were
bump?
wondering, so Nintendo brought Super Mario Maker from the Wii U to the 3DS, and if you were wondering if that was a good idea for them, it was.
No.
The game came out, I think, the same month Pokemon Sun and Moon did, and it has moved 2 million units
They like
already.
to move it.
Move it.
So obviously the Wii U didn't sell too well, but Super Mario Maker sold well on Wii U, and then Nintendo was like, you know what? More people have the 3DS. We should put the game there.
Will they be
Rocket gave you a virtual
prices
bro
on the-
fist.
Thank you.
What?
Appreciate it. I
Will
can
it be
virtually
what?
feel
I
it.
have a feeling
What are they going to be
Wii U
doing with
is-
the Wii U stock? Like slashing prices? Everything must go?
No slashing prices.
They don't do that?
They do, they just haven't with Wii U. So Wii U production is
Didn't they do
officially
it
done
once?
worldwide.
Hmm.
They just confirmed it. So whatever is out there right now is it.
Hmm.
They're not making any more.
I understand.
So thanks for coming.
Where does that rank on length of production of a major console?
Okay.
Non-handheld.
Lower, obviously, but
Low.
not as
Yes.
bad as
Lower.
Virtual Boy. That takes the cake. Right
Lower.
there.
Well, that's portable though. I wouldn't call that marquee.
Oh, you're talking about specifically consoles.
Yes.
Sega Saturn.
Saturn was less. Dreamcast might be a little
Really?
Nice job,
little
Sega.
bit less.
Oh, that's
It's
why
like
doing
they're
so
like
good.
neck and neck. It might be a little bit less, but neck and neck definitely. I'm Charlotte. I'm sure
Charlotte.
like the
Nice to meet you.
Jaguar.
And
Oh,
sure, the
yes.
Jaguar.
The 3DO.
The 3DO.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
yeah.
the Jaguar's
The-
motor.
Well, the Jaguar.
CDI.
For those that don't know, the Jaguar, they
Jaguar.
made a
It's
whole bunch
Atari,
of
right?
units that didn't sell.
Landfill?
But no, this is the really crazy thing. The shell for the Jaguar, they turned into you can find it today in
Earrings.
dentist's office.
What?
It has
What?
they turned it into like a base that holds water picks and tools and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Look it up on Google.
In the
I mean,
chassis?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
be
Jaguar?
fair, when I had a Jaguar, I used it to hold water picks.
And a toothbrush.
Well, Atari was ahead of the game there.
That was an obvious
Game
ancillary
intense,
function.
take our water picks. Impure
Gaming
Kind.
got you hot? Water pick it up.
Impure Kind says,
Jaguar.
just imagine how well it might have done if it wasn't a gimped version of the game with needlessly restricted
Needles.
online functionality.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the internet I'm used to.
Which
The
one is
one
that?
that's always been
Wii U?
in Super Mario Maker for 3DS.
Mm.
Oh, that piece of.
Super Mario Maker 4-3.
We don't need to do
43.
that.
Does Mario is internet?
Nintendo president has said that Switch pre-orders are good. And they're good
Does
enough
Mario
too.
is Bruno Mars.
For a
Does Mario end with Luigi plunge?
Pre-orders are so good that they are upping production. So I don't know when we're going to see this increased production at retail, but pre-orders are good enough for them to flip the switch and get some more units out there. Blackout has a top-rated comment, and he says, the awkward moment when your pre-orders sell out, but there were such a small amount of units available that you can only call the sales good.
Good.
Shouldn't there be a gift with
Very good.
that? Good.
When are we going to do this?
Good.
Very
Now
good.
get back into your plastic ball.
Yeah, we'll do some of this. All right, so this comes from the fiscal report. I already covered Pokemon. All right, so 3DS hit 6.45 million units sold during the first 9 months of this fiscal quarter. That's this fiscal 3 quarters. That's a 10% increase over last year, which is insane because this is the 6th year of the system, and it's going
So what would you
bigger.
ascribe that to? A particular
Pokemon
game?
Go.
Okay.
without a doubt. Pokemon Go gave a huge boost to 3DS hardware and Pokemon games in general.
Great.
Really? Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and software overall in general, because 3DS software hit 46.78 million units sold. That's a 20% increase over last year. At the same time.
Was Mario Run already in production, or do you think that was spurred on by
Oh no,
knowing
yeah,
how it can spark?
No, they've had that
Other
in
sales.
production for a while. Yeah.
So we can't say that.
No. Yeah, they made
You better not.
their deal with DNA a while ago.
Mm.
Super Mario Run was downloaded over 40 million times in its first 4 days of availability.
Mm.
And now it's at 88 million downloads or something like that. And the conversion rate for downloads to paid consumers is 5%, which Nintendo is disappointed with and analysts are surprised with, because analysts say that's better than the average rate, which
Yeah, it
is
doesn't
something like
surprise
3.5% to 4%. And Nintendo
Free's
wanted
cheaper
to
than
get
paid,
double
so.
digits. So they're going to work to achieve that. But
Yeah, good luck.
So how are they going to sweeten that with that Toad Rally feature.
Are they going to sweeten it? Probably eventually they'll drop the price like next year. Cut it in half or something. Because it's still not out on Android, so they're going to let Android market do its thing with the $10 and see what happens.
Yeah.
$10. I mean,
Get at it.
Right.
$10. No chance I'm ever
$10.
spending $10 on a mobile game.
Yeah, I've been playing Hearthstone for
this is
$0
interesting.
for 2 years.
Can we get into
Loving
this
it.
conversation?
Sure.
I would like to know why.
Because limited replayability. It's not like when you drop $40 to $50 on a normal console game and you play for 40 to 70 hours depending on how involved it gets, and it's all new content the whole time. Whereas with something like this, you pay $10, which is a lot. I mean, if you think about mobile games, I've never seen a mobile game for more than like $5.
Yeah, the $4.99s are like the upper echelon.
Worth playing, like one that I even would think about playing. I don't know. It's just replayability. I've not played a mobile game that I have consistently played for years and still get the same enjoyment.
I have one, and I didn't pay anything for it. Hearthstone.
But see, this is the perfect discussion. Here's the difference. Super Mario Run is $10, flat fee, no microtransactions, nothing. You pay $10, whatever content they put out for the game after that, you get for free. So, for example, right now they added in a new Golden Goomba mode where you have to find Golden Goombas in levels, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Racist.
Hearthstone is a free download, but it has microtransactions.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
can buy card
New
packs.
Here's a new pack to tempt you in.
So the average mobile
Sticking with
user
my
looked at
original
Super
main
Mario
deck.
Run and they were like, "That's crazy. Why would I pay $10? That's insane. Nintendo's crazy." But then the top mobile games like
Candy Crush.
Clash
Clash
and
of
Whatever Arnold Schwarzenegger advertised.
Mobile Strike. Those games are free with paid microtransactions.
Storm the Beach.
Those games are
Give me
making
microtransactions.
Give me the microtransactions.
download Mobile Strike microtransactions.
Shut up!
Those games are making like $2 to $3 million a day off of microtransactions. So people are like, $10, that's crazy. And then they go to these other games.
But I'll do
like,
$1 10 times, no problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
It's so Nintendo being upfront and saying,
absolutely
"Here's $10, you'll never pay again." People are like, "That's insane!" And then the other games are like, "Here you go, more money, more money, more money."
Yeah.
Yeah, because you say $1 to people or 99 cents,
Yes.
they'll do that 100 times before they'll give you a Hamilton.
So here's
you know what I mean?
You know
And
what?
here's
I would
the next-
spend $10 if someone gave me like an iTunes gift card for like $20. I'd be like, all right, I could spend.
So I
10
spent $10 on the game, and I've gotten so far 10 hours of content out of it. And I feel, personally, I feel like that's fine because I paid more for games that I've gotten less out of. But
The game is working for $1 an hour. Not bad.
Fire Emblem Heroes just came out, and that is a free game with microtransactions.
And I could see
and on its first day, it made 2.9 million. So
and I could see you getting a ton of play out of a game
crazy.
like that.
it's
I'm
crazy.
probably not a good audience for this anyway because I'm not.
No, that's why.
Mobile,
I was talking to you.
I'm not a
because
big
that's
mobile
interesting.
game fan, and that's frankly, why they have such little market penetration. Probably it's because most people who pick up mobile games aren't actual gamers.
Mhm.
They're just
Casual.
Looking for something to
casuals.
do online.
yeah, they're like on the train
Yep.
to work, and they're looking for something to kill 40 minutes.
Kill some minions.
Kill those stupid Goombas.
Those golden Goombas.
Or you're in line at the checkout
Worst.
counter at ShopRite for 3 freaking hours of your life.
What?
Yeah.
It just feels like that.
Well, that's
God,
the only
awful.
game in town.
I
They
know.
cornered the market. It's
I
terrible.
know. It's
And then someone's trying to pay for their groceries with a check, and it's like,
And it's Yao Ming. Can I check?
Roth has the perfect example or the perfect answer. He says maybe Nintendo needs to disguise the full price as a microtransaction. That's
One
the answer.
easy microtransaction of $10.
It's just a microscopic
Oh my God,
$10.
it's simple.
it's a bundle. It's a bundle of microtransactions.
No, it's just one of these. One $10 bill.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
The one is huge. Just one $10 bill.
Can I give you 10 $1 bills? Yes, you can.
Which one is more?
We have
One $10 bill or 10 $1?
Clearly, it's 10 $1 bills is
well,
more.
see, it's like when you show a child, you know, like a very tall and slender thing full of water, and then a short one. You know, that's the same amount of volume. Like that one's definitely less.
I believe that's
we have updates on million sellers.
Humanity at large is still stuck in that phase.
Yeah.
We have updates on million sellers for Wii U and 3DS. So I'll give you. All right, let's play this game. Wii U, best selling game on Wii U.
Wii U.
Let's say the Wii U has sold. Well, I have it right here. The Wii U has sold 13.5 million units. Number one selling game on the Wii U. Any guesses as to what?
Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Now, how many do you think it sold?
Why did you say that? 12. Why did you say that?
Because I thought it was the correct answer.
It's
All right, so then you two.
It's just weird to me. We know nothing about
You
it.
two tell me.
We both said the same thing.
You two tell me, how many copies did Mario Kart 8 sell?
16.2.
What?
16.2 million.
Okay, I gotta say this again. The Wii U sold 13.5 million units.
Well, you gotta have 2.
I have Mario Kart 16.
You have to account for the fact that Nana's going to buy you something for a system.
Sorry.
that you
17.
Let's say 6.8.
Okay. Any other guesses?
10.
10. Okay.
8 million?
12. Just 12.
12 of them.
Birthday Boy wins it. 8.26
Hey!
million units. Yeah.
But you know what? That
is a ridiculously high attach rate per system.
Yeah.
That is the one I played the most and enjoyed the most.
What other content came out that would resonate with anyone who bought a Nintendo system?
All the first party stuff, but it goes to show like how much more expanded audience is into Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is, you know, you drive and you throw crap.
You kart.
You Mario and you kart.
And you plunge.
And you
right?
All right, so that's
I'm gonna plunge.
the next best.
My brother.
The next best seller is New Super Mario Bros. U with 5.6 million units sold, and then blah blah blah. So the lowest one is Mario Party 10. That sold 2 million units. 3DS, the million seller right now, or the biggest million seller. Any guesses on 3DS?
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus. No.
Pokemon Go.
That's on mobile, but you're half right.
Is it a
So you're saying you're a big mobile gamer?
Pokemon.
Mario Go.
Pokemon, you better not.
Pokemon X and Y have sold 16 million units. Mario Kart 7 has sold 14.8 million. So these are all-time bestsellers on 3DS. And Pokemon Sun and Moon are already in the third position overall with 14.69 million units sold. Lowest million seller on 3DS right now is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and that sold 5.2 million units.
That sounds a little too scary for my boy Luigi. Did he stick around for the whole game?
That's the thing. That's why it's good, because he's scared all the time.
I think that's actually his solo folk album, Dark Moon.
Hey, sing of the sun.
He does. I was going to say, he does have a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Snail Person says 65 million. Whoa, that's awesome. One 3DS for each year the Earth has been without dinosaurs.
That's assuming dinosaurs were real.
Still in mourning.
Good point. Good point.
Well, I did want to see a documentary where they were ridden by people with those that had lasers.
That's called
Dino Riders.
That was a cartoon.
That wasn't a documentary
With a
that took
Y.
place in real time.
No, that
Dino
was an
Riders.
animated documentary.
That was a cartoon meant to
It was an
sell
animated
toys to
documentary.
children.
Okay.
It was basically a season-long
It's
commercial.
fake news.
It's fake news.
Pokemon Go has hit $1 billion worldwide since launch.
You make
So that goes to
Dr.
show
Evil
just how
style.
popular it is.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Oh, is that what that color's for?
That's revenue across App Store and Google Play.
Wow.
By comparison, Supercell's Clash Royale, which is itself closing on a $1 billion,
Was it really?
was released nearly 10 months
I don't
ago.
think so.
No.
Okay.
I didn't
So
say
there
it
you
was.
go.
I'm sorry.
I did.
Pokemon Go, big stuff.
My bad.
First comment comes from some guy, and some guy says, I believe Nintendo said when they used the equity method, they acknowledged 13.5% of that as income.
What?
Somehow it's money Nintendo made. All right, so Super Mario Odyssey is coming to the Switch. We saw a little tiny bit of a trailer. What am I looking at here? Oh. Keep turning. Keep turning. Hold it. Stop. There you go. That's the documentary.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey is coming to the Switch, and there was a little tease of it in the debut Switch trailer, but now we saw a real full trailer. Yeah.
Doesn't he go to the city in this one?
He does go.
So shouldn't
to
it be
the
called
city.
Super Mario Liberal Elite?
But he also goes other
Coastal
places.
City.
And then on top of that, it's not New York
Coastal
City. It's
Gotham City?
it's New Donk City.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it.
Like
New Donk City? I had that once. Penicillin.
Donk from
Try New Donk City.
it's from Crocodile Dundee.
New Donk City. Donk.
Is that in
Hey
Crocodile
Mick,
Dundee?
get stuffed. No, his buddy's
Mick.
name was Donk.
Hey Mick,
Uh,
get stuffed.
Yes, it's not New York City. It's like a fictional city that looks like New York. But anyway,
Baltimore.
so people are trying to. So
Oh, you're talking about Baltimore.
it's called
The fictional
Baltimore.
city of Baltimore.
Never heard of it. Must be.
So our friend. I should say this. Our friends at Game Explain today
never
put
been
up
there.
an
You're
analysis
telling me it's a
video.
real place? I don't think so.
Our friends at Game Explain put up an analysis video today of the Super Mario Odyssey debut trailer. And Game Explain is famous for picking apart every little piece of a trailer and finding all kinds of secrets and hidden details and stuff. So go watch it, but I'm warning you, put aside some time. That I think it's almost an hour and a half long of analysis. So, but
Good Lord.
well, that's what Game Explain is known for, and they are amazing at it. But anyway, people are trying to figure out what the hell's going on here with these rabbits that appear in the trailer. So I will show you guys this image.
Which trailer?
For Super Mario Odyssey, the new Mario game. There's some weird rabbits.
No, yeah. Those are
Some
weird.
weird rabbits.
What happened to him?
There's
Why are they
you
in the
guys,
game?
that's rabbits.
Oh,
All Mario games tend to have new
Is this a
characters.
VeggieTales movie?
Well, I mean,
I hope not.
VeggieTales.
So
that
everybody
what they're doing for
is trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. And somebody was like, wait a minute. At the end of the trailer,
What the hell was
Mario's hat looks like it comes to life and it has red eyes or
Yeah.
whatever. And somebody's like, look at the rabbits. The rabbits have red eyes.
Well, some
And
rabbits
look at
do.
other Mario games where Mario chases rabbits. And then they looked at the ship that Mario's flying around in, and there appears to be a little door on the side of it,
That
the
is
size of a
true.
small animal.
Mario 64, he chased those rabbits.
He murdered those
Galaxy, he
penguins.
chased rabbits. So the
And they make squeaky kinds
the
of
discussion right now is perhaps
Does
Mario's,
Mario is rabbit?
the discussion right now is does Mario is rabbits? Is maybe Mario's hat isn't alive, but maybe a rabbit is hiding underneath
I'm
his
just going to
hat.
give a one-word
Did
test.
you see somebody said something about like how it looks like the hat's eyes are looking down at Mario?
Yeah,
and
but you
Mario's
can't see it
looking
because
up?
the visor is
Yeah,
in the
because there's
way.
a brim, so
Yeah.
like they'll never see each other.
Some guy has the top-rated comment, and he says, "Or is he hiding a rabbit?" Eh? That's what it says.
Mhm,
Hiding it
mhm.
where?
Maybe he coughed and just typed it.
And his hat. That's what we're talking about. A
It's
rabbit.
No, but that's not big.
It's a wood.
Rabbits can squish.
Blech.
We talk about that. We don't need to do that. NES Classic Edition has sold 1.5 million units worldwide, and Nintendo says, "Hey, listen, we're sorry.
Thanks, guys.
We know it's really hard to find out there. We apologize. More people wanted it than we thought,
Yeah, wow.
so we're making
That's
more."
always
They
the-
said
What is
we're
this?
making
What
more.
is
It's the
Classic?
NES Classic Edition, which R-Type just
Yeah.
procured. For
I sure
himself.
did. It's the 1-week anniversary of my procural.
So Nintendo says yes, more on
Big
the way.
day.
AKA Slayer
Get
101 says nice. Nintendo should keep making this as it seems very popular. If I ever see one in stores or online, I might pick one up. I would also like Nintendo to do a Super Nintendo or NES or a N64 Classic Edition.
Yeah, we should like
Make a list.
break for the week and compare our 30s. Compare our 30s if they were to do a SNES Classic Edition. Obviously, we'd have to
That's a lot.
exclude the licensed games.
30 is a lot to come up with.
I could do it.
Oh no, I mean like there's a lot of great games to
Yeah.
whittle
Exactly.
down into 30.
They throw Pocky and Rocky in.
Would you
for
put
the fans.
Super Punch Out on there?
I would.
Super Punch Out 30.
Anytime I got 15 minutes to kill, I'll beat them.
So Nintendo originally came out at their Switch press conference, and they were like, "Hey guys, there's crap. I don't remember." They said numbers about how many people are making games and how many developers there are, but since then they're like, "Fooled ya, there's more." Nintendo has said that there's over 100 Switch
Official
titles.
statement.
There's over 100 Switch titles in the works right now, and they're coming from more than 70
Official
developers.
statement.
So- that includes traditional third parties, Nintendo themselves, and indie developers. So more will obviously be announced. I mean, every day it seems like a developer is announcing a new game for the Switch, so it's really cool to see.
Hello.
My
Sorry.
eardrum.
Keep going.
What is that?
Nothing.
Well, it's making noise. I have to wait.
It's
now.
Mario's Woods.
Oh.
What is Mario's Woods? I mean,
When it goes minor right there, man, that's some jam.
I don't mean to be a jerk, but we're running way behind schedule.
I
well, then you should stop talking about the Switch.
Cut out all the Switch stuff, but let's get the Warriors Woods. Sneaker says, "Wow, that is 20 more than what they said last month at the presentation."
Warriors Woods.
Next week's a solo show. Episode 600 is a solo show.
Sorry, not sorry.
Nintendo also talked about 3DS. They were like, "Hey, don't worry, stuff is coming to the 3DS." They said, "Major announced games coming to blah, blah, blah. We have several follow-up titles from popular franchises coming to the 3DS, and we are developing many other unannounced titles to continue to enrich the software lineup going forward."
To continue to enrich to software.
Because 3DS is doing really well. So. First comment comes from Sergio Monti, and he says, "Knowing Nintendo, it's just 2 or 3 titles, and then bye-bye 3DS, hello Switch." The internet's such a negative this week.
This week?
That's true. That's very true.
Well played, boys.
Splatoon 2 is going to have voice chat, if you wanted to know.
Splatoon.
Nintendo's like, we heard you.
Splatoon, obviously.
We heard you. People, that conversation online are like, why didn't they call it Splatoon with the 2 in the middle? Because how the hell do you say that to people and have them know it's a sequel? That's why they didn't do it. Because, hey, the Splatoon sequel's out. What's it called? Oh, it's called Splatoon. There's a 2.
It's called Splatoon.
You idiot.
Splatoon. Just call it Splatoon.
Yeah, because
Splatoon, like
then the
spaghetti.
word is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splatoon.
It's
so
like
it's going to have voice chat.
TEAU.
Nintendo said, yeah, we
Splatoon.
heard you. We heard you want to talk to people. So in the next one, you'll be able to talk to people. So don't worry, you can be mean to people on there. Top rated comment comes from
Rainbow shit.
Not like beer and Rice Krispies.
V
We're just gonna
Hadani.
go 1 for 1.
He says, I see
Good
some
idea.
reasons why they went this direction. Voice chat takes bandwidth, and for a system, we're not
Saturday.
getting into this whole thing.
Is it an argument?
Not an argument, but an answer to another question. You want to try to Switch, but you can't get to a hands-on event?
Too bad.
Keep an eye on your
Too
local
bad.
GameStop retailer because they will be getting demo units of the system 1 to 2 weeks before launch. How do we know this? Because sources, our inside source confirms that this is happening. So keep an eye. I mean,
It's me.
we're only 4.
I made it up.
We're only
I
4
wrote it on
weeks
a
out.
post-it note and gave it to him just
We're
now.
4 weeks out, so you could be going hands-on with the Switch very soon.
Going ham with the Switch.
Because I know a lot of people aren't close to areas that are doing the hands-on events for the Switch. So you're hopefully trying to get hands-on before the system comes out. So now you can look to GameStop.
Are they gonna do? Didn't they do it like the Wii U or the Wii? They had like the Wiimobile. It was like a big old van with a bunch of Wii's in it. Or
Oh, they
Wii
still
U's.
do that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that would be a cool thing to do in areas that might
Well,
not have
Nintendo's
events.
doing like not just in the United States, worldwide. They're doing hands-on Switch events, and they've been doing them for a while. They're like going all out on it. It's pretty crazy. The King Up North says, "I think I'm going to avoid playing Switch ahead of its release date. I want it to be a surprise when I get my hands on my own Switch." Well, I can respect
So we can
that.
be like
so.
N64 kid on Christmas Day.
That's right. I was talking.
That's all we want to do is to
Christmas
go back
Day
to
in the
that moment.
morning.
Yes.
So
all we want to do is that.
I was talking to my brain. So when the Switch comes out, I'm going to do an unboxing video because it's the internet. And when I did an unboxing video for the Wii U,
You got a little twist tie here.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
nice
I'm gonna have the microphone like right here.
It's really stuffed in there pretty
This is
tight.
this is what's called a garbage bag.
When I did my unboxing
Can
for the
also
Wii
be
U,
used to dispose of
I don't want
trash.
to toot my own horn, but Destructoid, our friends at Destructoid, said it was the best Wii U unboxing by far.
Was it like ASMR worthy? I'm gonna unbox them.
It was.
I'm gonna unbox
So
them.
what it was me. Let me paint the picture for you. It was me
Please.
in bed
Ooh.
in a robe,
Ooh.
and I had the covers drawn on the bed,
Ooh.
and I draw them down, and the Wii U
And what
is
song
there,
is playing in the
and
background?
Careless Whisper is playing in the background,
Ooh.
and I was like caressing it and like kissing it and everything, and then I go to the actual unboxing, and then I go to like caressing it again, and Mom Brain opens the door to the bedroom and sees me and screams, and I scream, and then she's screaming, and then I'm screaming, and then it's the end of the
That's
video.
genius. Have I not seen this?
So
it's really fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been very nervous about making a video that tops this one.
Well, if you need my help,
I do. For the idea I have, I need another person besides Mom Brain. It's true. I'll run it by you later.
Maybe you guys could write a song.
What rhymes with switch? Let's start riffing on it.
Have a switch, bitch. Have a switch, bitch. That's the song. Writes itself. Have a switch, bitch. We're gonna skip that stuff.
Can you
Man.
take every inch of my switch?
Can you switch?
Can you switch like a duck?
If you're a young listener, please don't look up that song.
Switch like a
If you want to know what I thought of Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World, I did a
Can
video
you fart
review.
on my switch for good luck?
You can check out my Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World video review.
Why did that happen? I know. I'm thinking about all the peripheral things that happened in that video.
For good luck. Like,
Yeah,
new
right?
car? Let me fart on it for good luck.
On the switch for good luck.
Who's watching the Super Bowl tomorrow?
Oh,
I don't
Only
know.
one person.
What's that?
Definitely. Well,
viewership at a new high. One.
We were at McDonald's this morning for breakfast.
Does
and
Super Bowl is what?
The guy behind the counter is talking to us, whatever. And the guy goes, "Who you got in the game tomorrow?" And I had, for a good 5 seconds, I had no idea what he was
The
talking
rabbits.
about.
The rabbits are in the new game.
And I was like, "Oh, Super Bowl." I said, the closest I get to sports is WWE, and then he didn't really say. And then Mom Ray goes, "We're watching the Puppy Bowl." I said, "Yeah, I got the dogs in the Puppy Bowl." But I will be watching part of the Super Bowl tomorrow because Nintendo is doing their first ever Super Bowl advertisement.
Really?
I believe it's airing in the 4th quarter,
I'll be there.
and I believe football has 4 quarters.
Yes.
Story checks out so far.
Yeah, I think it's in the 4th quarter, and it's for the Switch / The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, just so you know, you can watch those commercials online right now because that's the thing everybody does. They're like, "Hey, let's spend millions of dollars on commercials and then put them online early for free."
millions of
You're gonna
dollars.
watch for free.
But there's 2 versions. There's the one you'll see on TV, and then the extended version. And just so you know, Super Bowl
rap.
Yes, Super Bowl commercials cost roughly $5 million for 30 seconds of airtime. So that's
In the 4th quarter.
insane.
In the 1st quarter is probably more.
Oh, yeah.
That is probably true.
People haven't played yet, and the game might still be
Z-Gamer
good.
93 has a top comment, and he says, "Nintendo Switch will change how, when, and where people play games. It's only fitting that we're changing how, when, and where we advertise those games." He's quoting Nintendo. And then Z-Gamer says, "Finally, Nintendo, yes." And yes, Nintendo was involved in a Super Bowl commercial because they did the they were part of the
Finally,
Pokemon
Nintendo.
commercial that aired a couple years back, or maybe last year. But that wasn't just solely Nintendo.
Is that the one where they're all chanting Pokemon, Pokemon?
Did they do that in that commercial?
I think so.
I don't know. I just
Was that
remember.
your interest coming out in? That's interesting.
That's what it sounded like in the car.
I don't.
And then I lost it.
Oh, you know what? I'm
yeah.
mixing that up with the Mario.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Everybody around the world that's got
Mario.
Mario, yeah, and then they zoom out on the Earth and it's got Mario's face.
What that was? Late '80s, early '90s.
It's for Super Mario 3. That's all I
It
know.
was
Oh, okay.
So
So
it was
they're 88.
1990 probably.
88.
1990.
So you pay.
SMB3 wasn't 90, was it?
I don't know. I default to Kirby with dates. So
Pretty sure.
you
Bad
have
dates.
Xbox Live,
Yes.
and it costs you $60.
Sure.
I have Xbox Live. It costs me $60.
Mhm.
I have PlayStation Network. It costs me $60. That's for a year.
So you're saying everything's on sale for $60 today? What am I doing here?
Nintendo is going to have paid online for the Switch, and they have come out and said, at least in Japan, it's going to cost
60 yen.
between $17 and $26. They aren't saying specifically where or if there's going to be different options, but at the very, it'll be, hopefully that's the price it is over here as well. But it's nice to know that even though they are doing paid online this time, it will be cheaper than what we were expecting.
How much yen are those?
Let me see if I have it.
Well said. Well said.
I think it's 2,000 to 3,000 yen. I think that's what it is.
Thank you.
Okay, so it first came out in 1988 in Japan and then 1990 in the US.
Oh.
So you were both
Combined
right.
knowledge. Link Triforce says, great news. I was expecting between $40 and $50, so around 20 to 30 would be great. Sweet spot will be 20 to 25. It makes sense since at least so far they do offer less free bonuses than Microsoft and Sony do, so being less than half the price of the competition is very smart. Proves Nintendo isn't out to rip people off. They just want to be able to support a better, more fully featured online experience than they were able to previously when the service was free. There you go. Putting games online and playing online costs money. That's why everybody's doing it.
Well, I mean, think about that's even the $60 for a year. Like, is Netflix $10 a month?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so like
it's
half of what you're paying for your Netflix subscription.
Actually, I think it just went up to 12. I think their base subscription.
Nintendo says they're looking into
Just for
VR,
streaming.
but they're not going to do VR until there's one problem solved or a problem that they see with VR. They say, yeah, VR is kind of cool. We're into it. And we'll bring it to the Switch once we figure out this problem. There's this problem that people can't sit down and play it long and play it comfortably. They say, if we can figure out a way to fix that, then we'll bring it to the Switch.
Have you found that with Resident Evil? Because it's really the first game that you're really like playing.
I stopped playing because I was uncomfortable, but not like sick or headache. It was just I wanted to take the thing off my face.
It feels like it's suffocating your eyes, right?
You know, I played for like an hour at a time, maybe. But that's the only reason why I stopped. Yeah, because I'm like, all right, it's time to take this thing off my face. Hawk has the top-rated comment. He says, Nintendo always sees a problem with the amount of time we can play games. That's why they didn't tell us to go out. That's why they tell us to go outside every half hour. I imagine if they did VR every 5 minutes, they tell you to put the visor off and hug a loved one.
Well,
F them.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have
Jerk.
any loved ones.
You're a real jerk.
It's a real jerk. You know?
Go ahead.
Mr. Miyamoto and Mr. Al Newman talked about Zelda because, you know, that's a game that's coming out. And here's some details. Al Newman knew that it will be hard to predict where the player starts in this game because you're free to roam wherever you want. So that's kind of, they're like, you could go anywhere you want. And Mr. Al Newman implemented a secret idea to get around this. And he says, this is an idea I came up with 20 years ago, but I ain't telling you what it is. You gotta play it. So he says, and Miyamoto's like, hey, you know, I like Skyward Sword, but it was a little slow in the beginning due to the character development and the relationships that built up.
Yeah, screw that.
And he says, we take a different approach with
relationship.
Who cares?
we take a different approach with Breath of the Wild. Instead of giving you all that stuff up front, it's just like, hey, Link, wake up. Okay, now go where you want.
See,
And
I
then
don't
the
like
story
that.
comes to you.
I want a little bit of story. I gotta get invested.
Well, you have a little bit
Get
of
my
story.
feet in.
Let's look at it like this. The story in Skyward Sword, if you're going to count to first dungeon, it's over an hour. Now, this is like 10 minutes in the beginning, and then you go out, and then the story trickles in.
All right. Well,
Mm,
it's making me nervous already.
cold trickle.
How long was the intro to Ocarina?
Ew.
It's lengthy to the Deku Tree. There's
Yeah.
quite a bit you
I guess
got to
that is-
do.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of it.
You
I just
got
meant like
to
the
walk around and talk to people and learn how to Z-target, and you got to the assholes blocking the door, and you got to get money to buy a shield, and you got to crawl around to find your sword, and yeah, you do a whole bunch
Then
of
you
stuff.
got to learn how to manage nuts.
Yes, nut management, very important in all
Yeah,
Zelda
but
games.
it's probably like at least like 20 minutes,
Uh,
half hour.
The dev team says they tried to redefine what
I
Zelda
asked you a
is.
question.
I would say about a half hour,
Okay.
if not a little more. And so they're trying to redefine what Zelda is while retaining core elements of what makes Zelda Zelda. And I also want you to know that in this game, both Link and Zelda are tasked with saving the world.
That's why Link
Zelda-
is voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Zelda has to make sure the kingdom is safe because she's the princess of the kingdom. Characters seen in the trailer so far are companions that can help Link on his journey. So, like the Goron that's like, I said
He's
something.
nice, I like
Here we
him.
go.
Yeah.
No. Here it comes.
Let's
Maybe that's what he
go.
says. Here it comes. Let's go. Switch, bitch.
That's my mama.
Ow. And he says, And they say the support you get is actually a bit mysterious. You're not going to find that out until you play the game. The world is filled with monsters, so Link can't be the only one that's trying to take them on. So there's lots of people trying to take on these monsters. And people are going to ask Link for help. And if you complete tasks that are given to Link, Link will get special rewards and special items. During development, there were scenes where tons of people were standing around, or villagers were just wandering around at night, and they're like, that's kind of weird. So instead of leaving it like that, they made sure every single villager or every single NPC has their own routine and their own life. So they're out walking to work, or they're out looking for food or whatever.
Get a life, villager.
Bunch of Hyrule losers.
You can register the horses you ride at stables. Now, you can catch a horse that you see, and they have different temperaments. So you get a nice horse.
I'm gonna catch that horse.
You get a nice horse.
Give me that horse net.
It's okay. You could get a horse that's harder to tame, but once you get them, you can take them to the stable and register them, and then they're yours.
That's sweet.
And they say lots of people go to the stables. It's kind of a crossroads for travelers, so you'll be able to meet up with different people there from time to time. They said they paid lots of attention to the finer details in the game, even including how the different types of horses sound when they're running on different environments. So, you know, different weights and sizes of horses will sound different from one another.
You know, I was listening to the way that my feet sound when I run downhill.
Oh, not enough horse sounds. I'm out.
And they sound like very hollow when I run downhill.
Hello.
Because it's just on the balls of your feet.
Link Triforce says, can't fully express how excited I am for this game and the Switch in general. The wait till March 3rd is
over. Still waiting.
He says, tantalizing.
Man, I can't wait for that
say
game too.
underway.
For some reason, I was thinking of that because you were talking about horses.
Mr. Sakurai, who is the man behind Smash Brothers, has a bit to say about the Switch. He says, I think the price, when you consider the Switch has a capacitive LCD touchscreen, comes with a dock, an adapter, cables, blah, 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 is very reasonable. The controllers have a lot of transmitters and receivers, too, which makes them expensive. But the Switch comes with 2. And he also says, man, am I excited for region-free gaming. Now I can play games from anywhere I want without having to worry about it not being working in the system.
Don't have to worry about it.
Lila Troy says, heck yes, I'm excited too. I'm super excited for Switch. Heck yes.
It's going to be a heckin' good time.
We are running late here.
Here we are.
What is late?
We'll see, because there's a new system coming out. We usually finish up news in the first hour.
Baby, don't time me.
All right, I'm going to go real quickly through the other stuff. Nintendo's president says he expects Switch sales to reach that of Wii levels, which would be around 100 million. And people are like, that's never going to happen. Why would you say that? Now, whatever the system does, people are going to be like, well, it didn't hit your projections. Because he's the president of the company.
Don't be confident in your product. Whatever you do.
The president of the company is not going to come out and be like, I think 10 million maybe.
We kind of rushed it and messed it up.
I hope it's good. Yeah, he's going to come out and be like, this thing's going to sell. And then people are like, yeah, I want to buy one.
Yeah, sell.
First comment comes
advertising.
from Grandpa Jerry, and he says, I think he forgot a U.
Video games are a business. And
yeah, period. And I'm in that business. And I'm in the business of being in business.
Nintendo is considering a successor to the 3DS, and Mr. Al Newman also said this as well. They're saying, hey, listen, just because the Switch is portable doesn't mean we're not going to make another dedicated portable. They're not saying they're definitely doing one. They're just saying they're definitely not shutting down the idea. So if you like dedicated portables.
They're not saying that, but they're definitely not saying that. No.
Well, 100% they are not completely doing away with the idea of a successor to the 3DS.
100% they are not.
But they are not. This isn't their announcement saying we are doing
Not
one.
completely saying that they're not succeeding. No.
Hawk has the top rated comment, and he says, in my opinion, this is what it needs to be. Otherwise, there's another conversation.
This is what it needs to be.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not.
No, you guys. You can do that all you want. I'm picking and choosing my last top stories very carefully.
Wonder if I had a metronome while I was knitting, if I would knit faster.
All right, North America, this week's downloads.
A giant guy in a big kettle drum.
North America and Europe both got Fire Emblem Heroes, which again is a free mobile game on Android and iOS with microtransactions. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World is on 3DS. We also got Gradius and Bomberman 94, the TurboGrafx 16 versions
Gradius.
on Wii U Virtual Console. Also new is Lifespeed, Legna Tactica, Star Splash Shattered Star, IC Red, and Lucent Tech Beyond.
Lucent Tech Beyond. Lucent Tech Beyond.
First comment comes from Steel Diver, and he says, "Do it all for the Poochie."
Steel
Poochie is
Diver.
Oh, the dog.
He's been down too long in the Midnight
rockin'
Sea. So
dog.
what you tell him?
We did that.
What?
We did that.
Poochie
Don't talk
Diver.
about that.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
so there's this guy, and I got in trouble because I called him a fan because some people know who he is, but I don't care.
He
if
does
he's a
not
fan.
like what I do.
I don't care if he's a fan or not, or I don't care if he's a celebrity or not. He's still a fan of Nintendo.
Man.
So I think this guy's name is Captain Nintendo Dude.
Is it
for the
Dat
people
Fan?
that I offended by calling him a fan?
Wait, is
Dat
Captain N?
He is currently
Mm.
at the Nintendo store
Mm.
in New York City, and
Mm.
he will be staying there for a whole month. He is
Ooh.
sitting outside to be the first one in line to get a
Again,
Switch.
I ask you, where do people find the income to supplement the time that they take off work? Like, I went to school the other morning and asked my
Robbery?
administrators specifically, if I decided that I was going to go on The Bachelor,
I decided.
what would the newsletter look like that you sent to the parents? Like, dear families, we're sorry that your child will be educated by a underpaid
Robot.
substitute this
Robot.
year, but their teacher has decided to pursue true love on The Bachelor. Like, what? How do you get how do you get a month off of work?
Maybe he built up vacation time.
Entrepreneurial
Maybe
shit.
he has a job that he works from home so he can do it on the street.
Do you get
Step
paid
one
to be
is
on those shows?
don't work.
Oh,
Maybe he doesn't work.
Maybe he doesn't need
I
to
think
work?
I'm gonna be honest here. I
Step
think it's a
one.
little rude of you to assume that he
Go off the
just
grid.
is lame.
No, I never said that. I'm
She's wishing.
Why don't you?
actually what
If you want to go on The
She's
Bachelor,
wishing she
ask
could do
ask your principal. I would love to watch that.
well, really what I'm saying is the
You wanna do
opposite
it.
of that he's lame. What I'm saying is that, like, I'm assuming he's got a job, and how is he getting the time off to
Well,
do
why
this?
don't we could? You want to go to
He's
New York
probably
City and
not a
ask him
teacher.
because I know where
Yeah.
he is.
I want to be like, listen,
Where's
buddy,
the Nintendo store? I'll be in Manhattan.
Rockefeller Plaza.
I'm not going uptown. Sorry.
Okay. And he was there with Triforce, who is known for waiting outside for these launches, but he has since passed.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
passed the torch. So
Excuse
he's
me, I'm
out there.
sorry.
Now
Oh,
let's
that hurt.
see if the first comment is mean or nice.
Mean.
This
Mean.
is.
mean.
I want to preface this with
mean.
this is a mean comment.
Really, Saria not only has the first comment, it's the top
It's
rated
the
comment.
meanest comment.
And they
Oh.
say, so top rated means it was voted on by GoNintendo people as the best comment.
As
Wow.
in, like, Go Nintendo.
It's
Read.
Really, Saria says,
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
they
That's
say
playing
it
well.
must it must be nice to never have to work. There you go.
So MB, you're not the only one
Yeah.
to have that on the brain.
I just wonder about that. Like, you know, because even if, like, if I decided to do it over a summer, like, I still have to work in the summer. I don't
Yeah.
make enough during the year to
Heavens,
not
no.
work in the summer.
I think I said this on the show already, but Fire Emblem Heroes made $2.9 million in its first day through microtransactions. There you go. All right, so here's the stuff I haven't talked about yet. Oh, Mega Nut Productions. Hello, I'm going to say hello to you because you
Yeah.
are the reason we played what we played in the latest Parents Play, which is the perfect time to talk about this. So the video content on Go Nintendo. Oh, yeah, I got to talk about that too. Thank you very much to everybody that's been watching the YouTube content because we're over 9,000 subscribers now.
Yay!
which is-
Congrats.
Crazy for the amount of time I've been doing it. So thank you very much. And then on top of that, thank you to Mega Nut
9,000
Productions.
more than absolutely nobody.
That's right. Mega Nut Productions has, he was the one that suggested that my parents play a Kirby game this week. So they played a Kirby game. So we have the 5 today's big story features. One of them's about ukulele. One of them's about financial stuff. One of them's about the Super Bowl commercial. One of them's about the successor to the 3DS that there could be. And one of them's about Google Trends for the Switch and how well it's doing. So there's those 5. We did another talking points this week to discuss if
Can you
this.
please call them chatting points like we call them? in
Sure,
our life?
April Fool's Day. Talking points this week is about the Switch and its price, and if you guys thought it was priced fairly or not. There's a Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World video review that I did. This week's Parents Play has my parents playing Kirby's Epic Yarn, where my mother plays as Kirby and my father plays as Prince Fluff. who looks
That's what I
angry
call
all the who looks angry all the time. So it's perfect for my dad.
That's kind of
That's
And then we have last week's episode of the podcast. So there's our original video content for the week.
You ever find out why he's angry all the time?
My dad, he's just a grouch.
No, I meant Prince
He's
Fluff.
His
full of
name.
air.
His name.
I just think he looks angry. He's
I
got resting
know why
bitch
your dad's
face.
angry all the time.
You.
My goddamn son. Yeah, somebody said that on YouTube. My
Son's a
dad thought it was
failure.
really funny. They left a comment and they were like, my dad was playing some game and hating it. And the guy was like acting as my dad, saying like, why is my son got to be a goddamn YouTuber? Why couldn't he just be gay or something? My dad thought it was hysterical. And that's a quote from someone. That's not me knocking
That is
gay
too
people. But yeah, the comments have been fantastic. My parents are in there reading the comments
Can
all
we
the
use
time.
people first
Really?
language?
Oh, no.
People gay. I'm not
People
knocking
who
people
are
gay.
Okay.
So that's your video content for the week. All right, who's got something they
I'm
played that
people
they want to
gay.
talk
I
about?
don't get it.
I'd love to talk about my, not on camera though. How would I do that?
Go ahead.
So the classic's been fun. A lot of Dr. Mario. Missed that first time around.
Wait, what do you mean? Missed that first time?
I didn't have an NES.
Yeah.
You've never played Dr. Mario?
Not really.
I
And
thought-
playing
I
it
tell you
on
this
Game
like
Boy
every
was
week.
lame.
We didn't have
Game Boy
any
one is
games.
the one I played way more than NES.
It was lame.
So now you're playing it.
Hmm.
Red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah, and it's making me a smarter human, and it also makes me want to play other
Six, Pimple, and Ray.
what do you call it? Nintendo puzzlers.
Puzzlers.
Yeah, like the cookie, as I call it.
I got one
The cookie.
you should check out. You have a DS? Yeah, you have a DS. Right?
Mhm.
Polarium.
Mm.
Oh,
Polarium.
yeah.
Great game.
Sounds science-based.
It's all black and white puzzles,
No,
but
the
it's
French.
really fun. Really cool.
What about Medios?
Medios is another
I
great
was
I
one.
started
darn
Star
good at
Tropics, hearing it was like a little, the negative reviews at the time were too much Zelda. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a problem to me.
Yeah, right.
So I only just got started though.
Yes, it's very Zelda-ish.
Oh, yeah, Star Tropics is great.
That's what I
Great
hear.
soundtrack. Great game.
Yeah. Great tropical location.
Great tropical location.
Feel the 8-bit breeze. Anything else I have to save state on that guy?
That's it.
Yeah.
Anybody else play anything they want to talk about?
I already talked about Fire Emblem Heroes.
You only
right?
played the beginning, so.
Yeah, like 5 minutes of it. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. So, Shantae had Genie Hero. So I got the key and I beat the game again, but for some reason it won't. It only says I completed like 99% of the game, and I've gotten everything.
I resent that.
I've
very
seen
much.
everything.
Yeah, I've seen everything.
I don't know.
Ah.
I would have to see your game. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
All right, get the camera off me.
You
You
two
should
play
probably
anything you
look
want to
up
talk?
Shantae Rule 34. And that'll probably tell you.
Play anything you want to talk about or no?
Oh, that's
I
what I
mean,
should be doing.
I
on the
played-
internet.
I finished Dead Rising 4 on Nintendo.
Yay!
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Whenever you beat a game, you get applause.
Yeah, it's always a cause for celebration.
Looking for people to play Battlefield with on Xbox.
I want to do that. Is that on
Oh,
mobile?
wait.
Looking for
You don't
people to
play on
play
Xbox?
Dead Rising multiplayer with. I also just started to learn how to play Civilization.
Oh, yes, I heard about
Which-
that.
which
Lube,
one?
Goodbye,
Six.
vitamin G.
Lube was
What
talking
platform?
about it.
Yeah.
PC?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
PC only.
I love
It's a
those
lot.
things.
It's a lot.
I love a lot.
I'm overwhelmed right
Can I play with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like together online. Yeah.
What are no? What are the scenarios?
Civilization.
The whole world.
I've only done the tutorial. I got it 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't
what the
think
heck's
John
going
the
on.
Savage and
Badass.
Lube realize how complicated it is because they've been growing with the series. So to
Yeah.
jump in with 6, you're like, oh my god, what's
I
going on?
texted Lube specifically to ask that question. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I just start this today, am I going to be completely in over my head? And he's like, no, just do the tutorial a few times. And I'm like, I'm halfway through the tutorial getting smoked.
Yeah,
I get it.
They
I get a
put in,
double
between the
tutorial.
two of them, they must have put in like tens of thousands of hours in the whole series.
I could
so.
totally see it. I could totally see it.
When
But it's
John the
fun.
Savage was here the other day, the two of them sat on the couch for hours and talked.
That
about
is
their
not-
games.
That's great.
Like,
That's
Raw
not an
Meat and I were
overestimate,
like-
yes, that they were there talking about it for a very long time.
I would. I mean, I want to do it casually to the extent that I can, but
Yeah,
it
there.
takes
You know what I
hours.
would start with if you're looking to get into it. There was a more, I don't want to say casual, but there's a more friendly Civilization game. What was that called? Civilization
SimCity.
Revolution, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Called Civilization Revolution.
okay.
You might be able to download it. It was for Xbox 360. You might be able to get it through Xbox One.
I'll get the hang of this.
Sure. But it'd be good, like,
Well, yeah.
stepping stone.
Well,
to
yeah, she's
get
she's
you.
a genie.
I already kind of get it. Dead Rising was hilarious, though. If anyone has is on the fence about getting it, if it's worth it just because it's fun. It's funny. Like, Frank West is so
Man,
funny.
people are really angry about Frank West
Wait, why?
because they got rid of the voice actor and got a new one, and they're really angry about it.
He's really good, though. This guy's really good.
It's kind of like when they got rid of David Hayter as Snake. Not to that level, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't realize people were like.
Oh, people take Frank West seriously, not as much as Snake, but yes,
I didn't realize
it's a
like,
point.
he had fans.
Let's put it this way: every time Capcom posts something on their blog about the game, that's what all the comments are about.
It's too bad. You can dress up as Vega. That's fun.
That's pretty cool.
Mega Man.
Yes.
Yes. Can you dress up as Mega Man from Mega Man 5?
I'm not sure.
With the charger
He
and
looked
the
the same.
sliding.
I haven't really been playing much because I've been so busy with all this stupid
Ooh.
Switch stuff. I played Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm on like chapter 2. Or 3, maybe. It's Fire Emblem. It's just on the phone and it's free. So it's good.
Just me chat with
But
my
it's got,
girlfriend.
characters from all throughout the series, which is the cool part. But yeah, it's Fire Emblem just on a smaller like scale. It's like the grid is mapped to just the regular size of your cell phone screen. There's no scrolling on the maps. So all full maps are meant to be played in like 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a good pick up and play. But yeah, if you like Fire Emblem, I don't see why you wouldn't like this. So
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I have enough space on it because like it keeps downloading stuff every couple of minutes.
you have like there's an initial download and then there's like another download after that.
Micro
then
downloads.
Then you should be good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean,
No,
it's
fine.
I don't
It's
see how
micro
anybody
download.
could be mad at it because
Don't
it's
take up all your space.
free.
Just a little bit of it.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
you
like-
literally
download.
don't have to pay anything to play the entire game. So,
No, I like it so far. It's just that like I'm worried it might take up too much space.
so
In your brain?
I played some of that.
Anybody see the third season of Black Mirror?
I don't know if I played anything else. I
What's
can't
that?
think of
What's
anything.
those?
Oh
It's
my
a
god.
I think that's it.
Netflix
All right,
It's so good.
Mom Brain, would you like to get? I gotta
There's
leave.
so much push.
I gotta leave regular chat for a minute. I'm sorry. I apologize. Who's
What's,
texting me?
what's the Twitter question?
That's where I'm going.
Twitler.
Twitler.
What's the Twiddler question?
New
Yes,
social
Mom Brain,
media
can you set up
platform.
music because we
Twitler.
will be going to it
Twitler.
soon.
It's ready.
Being Twiddler.
Megan Nut Production says my friend's sister broke my jawbreaker. Well, yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay.
See you next time.
Where do you even go to buy jawbreakers anymore?
Also, you can't break a jawbreaker. They break
Probably one of
you.
those kiosks at the mall.
They're unjawbreakable.
Oh my god. All right, Twitter questions. What you? No.
What is your sign?
So,
Mhm.
Well, I want to know what they are now.
okay, I got it. It said open the app, Twitter app, because I wanted to open a specific tweet.
Oh,
So I said okay, and then it took me to the App Store.
I thought you were flipping at a comment, a twiddle, at a particular twiddle.
Twiddlers.
Twiddler.
Twiddlers.
Hi, twiddlers, tweedle at me.
I gotta go backwards in time.
Let's get tweedling.
What's today?
The
Okay.
fourth.
Kirby's birthday. 21 years old. And the sky's falling. Also, the end of the world. Bye.
Okay. Agent Grippy says, "What is a man?" He also says, "Also, are all of you getting a Switch at launch? Who here is getting a Switch at launch?"
Lunch is a little soon.
You're trying to.
I want to, but I'm not sure I will.
Now I want to because he
believe
wants to.
That's how it works.
I didn't want to before.
I want to do that.
For now.
So two of us, and Mom.
I want to go to wanting that.
We live
Does
together,
me
so she
is
doesn't
want?
need to.
Does G is vitamin wanting?
So we'll say it's 50-50 at the table right now. All right. Trojan Switch 711 says, "What's the hardest game you've ever played, both on Nintendo platforms and elsewhere?"
Ooh, that question good is.
The hardest game. Let's just go with hardest game you've played.
I usually give up on those. So many.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
When you say played, do you mean like
beaten?
No, just played. It can be so hard that you couldn't beat the game.
There was a game that was really hard because it was practically unplayable.
Yeah.
Faceball 2000 for Game Boy.
For Game Boy, yeah.
Hard because unplayable.
Well, the original Zelda I rented from Palmer Video and had no idea what the what I was doing, and so we just returned it. My parents were like, "I think it's broken."
We can't.
That's like the old Homer Simpson. The lesson is never try.
Wait, was that one of those games that you needed like a cool?
I think that was the game.
Yeah.
To birth the cool wet rag.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Now look at how far she's come. Now she plays and beats Zelda games all on her own.
Well,
she might stand up in front of the TV and scream and stomp her feet, but it happened.
I do. I mean, you guys don't do that.
Play with cool wet rags?
No, I mean like you gotta like stand up and like stomp your feet and like come on, get out and stomp.
No.
No.
I've gotten like sweaty hands.
I mean, you guys play together and there's a lot of like screaming.
My dad complains about that like every week. He'll play a game and he starts like pouring sweat and his hands get sweaty, and when we're done filming he's like, "What's happening to me? Am I dying?" And I was like, "No, that's what happens when you get into games." Except
throw that controller out.
He's just trying to make like Mario run to the right, and he's like,
Am I pressing it hard enough?
Yeah, he does press the buttons hard. That's true.
My thumb isn't bleeding this
Anybody
time.
else hardest game?
I feel like the hardest games were the oldest games because
they didn't baby you. You do.
You couldn't. Yeah, you're not being babied, but you also couldn't save.
Yeah, and you also couldn't look it up online.
Yeah, so I remember playing this game called Spellcaster on Master System.
Yeah,
and it would get super intense, and then there was this jump, basically what equated to a jump puzzle. I mean, it's a side scroller, but you had to make these jumps perfectly to get through it, and I could never make it through it ever. I never made it through it. I would get to this point, 100 times, and I'd never get it through. And it wasn't even one that had a password.
Right.
Save.
You have to get to there.
Rob says trying to beat Ninja Gaiden, the boss's second form, gave him a lot of trouble. Ninja Gaiden is very tough. Forget Your Life says Trauma Center Under the Knife was hard as hell. I watched Nicky Hill play that game, and he did have a very hard time with it.
I never beat Earthworm Jim. That was difficult for me.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like those side scrollers
was hard. Bam! Heard a lot of that.
Earthworm, how far did you get?
I mean, I can remember being in hell. I remember the bungee stage.
It's not a problem.
Yeah. I don't think I can remember much after that.
You know what else was hard? Legit. Cool Spot.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I never played Cool Spot.
You know what's really funny? You said Earthworm Jim. You said Cool Spot. Both of those games have a soundtrack made by Tommy Tallarico.
Really? My hardest game was Cool Jim.
Earthworm Spot.
Earth Spot.
Earthworm
Cool Spot I played. I don't remember if it was difficult. Earthworm Jim, I remember as being difficult.
The only reason I was ever able to complete Cool Spot was because I had Sega Visions, the magazine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought you meant like laying in bed at night.
I had Sega Visions.
Vitamin G. His mom's like, "Are you okay, son?"
I woke up and I'm like, I know what to do.
Sega. He's doing it all night long. He's doing it again. Sega.
Every Sega Visions had a section that gave you at least one like cheat code.
Right.
And very rarely did I actually own the game
Right.
that had the cheat codes. So this time I actually had it, and I was able to just like you could basically do any map you wanted.
I don't mean this in a mean way. I mean this legitimately. I love that you owned Cool Spot. I love that. I love that you saw that in the store or whatever. And you're like, I want Cool Spot. Yes.
Here's
another.
another.
It's a good game.
Here's another pre-internet way we bought games. You know.
The box.
If you read a review, you read the box. You know, that's how we bought.
That's how box art used to be important. You literally had to walk in the store and be like, "Well, this."
I remember my godmother would take us to Toys R Us every year, and you'd have this aisle was like 3 miles long. You know, just of games that were like dumped twice the height of you.
Yeah,
you're like, what could I possibly buy? Anything? I can get anything.
They didn't have the games.
This is a cartoon.
Though.
That's
they
a
had
cartoon.
the flip sheets.
With the tag.
Yeah.
And you had to take the tag.
Yeah, but they had the box art.
I remember spending. I remember spending many hours in Toys R Us. I vividly remember one day looking at a Game Boy game.
We bought Dr. Franken. We bought so many bad games.
Blaster Man.
When I got Link's Awakening, that's how I got it at Toys R Us. I didn't even know it was a thing that existed. I just saw it there, and I was like,
"You locked into it." We had a Final Fantasy Adventure on Game Boy, and I had no idea what it was. I remember we had the Game Boy like Nintendo, like the paperback, like trade paperback, like guidebooks they had, and there was a section that was RPG. And it didn't explain it. And I was like, Mom and Dad, what's an RPG? They're like, I have no idea.
It wasn't.
How am I ever going to know?
I don't think it was Final Fantasy Adventure.
It's the blue one. What is that?
Final Fantasy Legend?
Okay.
Yes.
2?
But my cousin got one of those when he was...
kind of gave up. I was like, I'll never know what RPG means.
Yeah, my cousin, when he was the same age probably, he got one of those. I don't remember which one it was. And he had never played an RPG. Yeah. And I played a lot of games, and he gave it to me. And I was like, you fight with words? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I don't have any idea what this is. I can't help you.
But yeah, I talk about Final Fantasy Legend 2 on the show like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember being like so blown away by the fact that you could choose to be like a robot.
Yeah.
Who had human parents.
Yeah.
Rob says he remembers renting Bart's Nightmare from Blockbuster, which I did as well, and I rented it multiple times because I felt like maybe I was bad and the game wasn't bad, but the game was bad.
What was the one, the Game Boy game where he escapes from camp?
Yeah, I played that a lot.
Escape from Camp.
Escape from Camp.
And there was also
I played that, and that was bad too.
All
the Simpsons games.
Yeah, like literally all of them were.
Minus the arcade one.
Many, and they were
bad.
Yeah, that's the only good one. Yeah, the arcade one.
It was tough, and I legitimately want to play it again, like today. The Roadrunner. Wile E. Coyote game.
I know it, but I never played it.
You never played that?
No.
I was interested in
Dude, it was so good. So good. Really hard.
I think that got a cover story on Nintendo Power on the SNES port of that.
You know what was cool about it is that there was a lot of the game that was played without music at all.
Really?
And it was just sound effects. Every time you move, it was like do 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 do.
Oh, that's cool.
Like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I was gonna say, when you were talking about Earthworm Jim, I remember having a lot of trouble with the underwater level where you're in the glass.
Yes, that's as far as I got.
Because
you would anytime you hit anything, the glass would crack a little more.
But when you would hit, you'd like pinball onto other things that hit them.
Yeah, as soon as you hit one thing, once again, it's the water stage, right?
So that's one of the few games, not one of the few, but that's one of the games where I will argue till my dying breath that the Super Nintendo soundtrack is better than the Genesis soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of Genesis soundtracks that I can really appreciate, and I love the Genesis sound. I really love it. Like Streets of Rage is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. For people that knew how to compose on the Genesis, they made amazing stuff. But I got in an argument with Tommy Tallarico over Earthworm Jim's soundtrack because I said, I like your Super Nintendo version better than Genesis. And he said, no, I like the Genesis better. I was like, there's no comparison. I was like, it's kind of hard to argue with the guy who composed.
I love Tommy, but he's wrong on this one.
I think he's wrong, yeah. All right, Mom Brain. Speaking of music, let's get to music.
All right, don't look.
No, sorry.
Dia.
I'm not going to know any of these. I probably won't know them even if I read it.
Well, some of them have.
What are those letters together?
First song comes from Andy the Zombie.
Oh.
This sounds like the music I do it to. Legend of the Bedroom 2.
It's really funny to think of like.
Well, Mrs. Vitamin G is a very lucky woman.
Yes, to think of. Is this Mortal Kombat?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3. Mortal Kombat 3.
It's Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Fine, that's
3.
Can you stop the
Trilogy.
song? In my head, I find it really funny to picture Mrs. Vitamin G like sitting like watching TV and like the whole house is quiet. And that song comes on and she's like, no! And you walk down the stairs like a Mortal Kombat character.
Start it again, my
It's
brain.
time.
Just start it again. Real quick from the beginning, just a little snippet.
It's time to plunge.
Well, you got to email that to Vitamin G, and he's
like,
gonna use that.
got no clothes on, but he's like,
Please make this a thing. Please make this a thing. Oh my god. What is it about that Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 music? Like, it's that guitar or whatever the hell that's supposed to
It's
be.
either fist pounding or something pounding.
Yeah. It's so angry. It's so angry. All right, well.
so that was from Andy the Zombie.
God, I love that ass pounding soundtrack of Mortal Kombat. Rock my ass.
Critics say it's ass pounding.
This one comes from Bowling for Bear.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
I speak Japanese.
No, Fire Emblem Heroes. I love the intro song by the
Something Japanese?
Yeah.
I guess a Wario.
No.
David Bowie, Japanese
How about
edition.
Elite Beat Agents?
Nope.
How about, I don't know. We don't have a guess yet, right? How about a Rhythm Thief? All right, I don't know.
Captain Rainbow, which you might have also known from
Come on,
Smash.
man. It didn't even come out here.
But it was on
All right,
Smash.
all right. Hey, if they stump us, they stump us.
Trick question. Trick question.
This one comes from
Kevin
Kevin M.
Kevin. Tears for Fears.
Karate Kid.
Wait a minute.
Something where someone's running on a beach.
This sounds like a ripoff of Return to Innocence.
Doesn't it?
Hi,
Starting from the beginning, because I'm
Oh,
gonna.
and I'm gonna sing it.
now here's the actual. I don't know why this is just the YouTube.
Metal Gear.
Come on, guys. You know this. Right company.
Bond! It's Bond!
Oh, yeah.
We just called it Bond. We didn't call it GoldenEye. This is the stacks.
Silo.
Dag man. The missile silo.
Right.
That's where you kill Omarov.
Great level.
Is that
Great level.
I don't even.
Oramov.
All right, so that was GoldenEye from Kevin M. Here comes one from Mr. Crafty. Oh,
I want to play GoldenEye.
Sorry. It's coming.
PM.
GoldenEye was like the first time I was ever
That morning.
Well,
Oh, it's Super Mario World.
First time I forgot
Super Mario World.
It is Super Mario.
But I was going to tell him the stage.
all right, go ahead.
It's a mansion, you know. Ghost mansion. Blue
No,
mansion.
no,
Big
wrong. It's a castle.
It's a castle.
Oh yeah, because I can hear the wow.
Wow.
All right. This one comes from Jet Jaguar,
Focus all attacks.
Jack-
who
Jaguar.
says that playing this game was his first gaming disappointment.
Wow, that's funny. It's a Simpsons game.
You're right. Is it Bart versus the Space Mutants?
Sure is,
That's really funny that came up.
isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah, it's a definite disappointment.
GoldenEye.
Still GoldenEye.
So that was from Jet Jaguar. This one comes from Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
And here we go.
NES.
Nope.
Oh, Game Boy.
Yeah.
Battleship.
No,
I can't tell if I'm getting an RPG vibe or not.
I couldn't tell you if it was.
Either that or military oriented.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Uh,
North and South or something.
There's definitely like a military sort of element to
Rampage?
it.
Or no, I'm
Great
sorry.
song though.
Not Rampage.
Vampire.
The one by the same company.
Grandpa, yeah.
Yeah, Rampart. That's what
No.
Vampire.
Not Rampage.
Ramrod.
James Bond Jr.
Car Ramrod.
Oh, we don't know.
James Bond Jr.
Radar mission.
Oh,
What
no.
the hell
Great
is a
tune.
radar mission?
It was a radar.
That's a good song.
This one comes from Veshano.
Vishano.
Vish.
Sometimes this,
Generic.
Why
this
you,
gave me
why you
trouble
breaking
the
your
last
mama's
time,
heart?
so
Trebs.
do the best I can.
Good question.
It's a nice one. I like it.
I don't know. I don't even know what system it is. Is it NES?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds happy. and then
Super
it
Mario.
Doesn't sound happy.
It's not Jack. Or is it?
Nope.
Licensed?
I don't know.
Okay, but not licensed.
Nintendo. The game.
We don't know. Go ahead.
Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
I know the name. I've never played it though.
Bukaki Quantum Fighter.
Code 64 sends us this
The
one.
unofficial sequel. All right. It's got that noise. It's got to be Sunsoft.
It is.
Wow. That's impressive.
Dr. Franken. Faster's Quest.
Yep.
Wow.
That noise. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, what noise?
The noise underneath the main instrument. Listen. That like that's always Sunsoft. Sunsoft is the only one that uses that noise. Why? I don't know. It's in every game. Every
Did
game
Sunsoft do the Roadrunner game? I think they did the Roadrunner game.
Well, that
Yeah, they used
Super
to have
Nintendo,
the-
they don't use that
I know
noise
they used to
anymore.
have the Warner Brothers license.
Yeah, Sunsoft had Warner Brothers, right?
All right. This next one comes from Wired.
Oh, I'm trying.
Know me? Know me?
Yao Ming.
Yeah, me.
Jeremy Lin.
If I had to guess, Raw Meat's never played it. Vitamin D may have, and maybe R-Type.
Shadowgate 2.
Yeah, I get that kind of vibe,
No.
like Deja Vu, or the third one we never remembered, Uninvited.
Oh yeah, is that a haunted house approach?
Yeah,
We gotta pick Deja Vu back up.
we got that now that we've forgotten. It's a good chance to go back to it.
There's somebody in the trunk. I remember that.
Yeah, no idea.
Something about a haunted mansion.
Nope.
Some haunted mansion.
You would guess I've never played it. So is it sports related?
It is.
Jambalaya cook-off.
All right, sports. What the hell's sports game would this be? Hockey. There's a U. All right, hockey games on the NES. I know Blades of Steel.
No way.
It's not Blades of
It's not
Steel.
an RPG.
Can you turn it down a little bit? All right, come on there, sports guy. Sports games
fans?
on the NES. That's hockey. Ice hockey.
No, it's not.
And it's not Blades of Steel.
Is it like named after somebody?
Oh, Brett Hull hockey?
Mario Lemieux.
Wayne Gretzky hockey.
There you go. The great one.
There you go.
Wow.
All right.
Does
Pulled
not
that
remind me of
deep
hockey
out
at
of my
all.
rectum.
All right. So Wayne Gretzky hockey. Last song comes from Glitter Bubble 3.
All right, well, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
No reverb on that snare.
Might be Konami.
I don't think so. No, Hudson Soft.
Ah, damn it! They work together. Come
Dead
on.
Garnet.
God dang it.
Hudson.
Adventure Island.
Did they do stupid Arrow the Acrobat?
Well, if they did, this isn't it.
How about Zero?
No.
Bubsy?
Wow.
No, it's
Is
actually.
is this licensed?
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds dumb.
Is it?
Oh, I can hear it now.
Yeah.
It's not like a.
They
Disney
tease this licensed theme.
All right, turn it up a little bit.
They're teasing it.
Darkwing Duck.
No.
Can you tell us when they
There you
tease it?
go. That part was a dead giveaway.
Tiny Toons?
No.
What is happening?
All right, I got no.
Is it Batman?
No.
Okay, what?
Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that was a Hudson Soft game. I forgot.
All right. So you didn't get Inspector Gadget.
No,
No.
You got hockey.
Sort
So
of.
9.
we got it.
You didn't get Kabuki.
No.
Right? So 8. And then you didn't get Radar Mission. 7. You didn't get Captain Rainbow. 6. So you got 6 right.
Well, I'll take it. That's not terrible. Hey, Mom Brain, where can people send music to?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
.edu.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
I'm going to push it longer each time. All right, that's the show. Thanks for watching the show. Next week is 600. No one will be here. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
Well, I want you to know I made sure all of that was in there. Now we're on. Now we're on after show. So whatever the hell you. If anybody has any after show questions, hello Megan Nut Productions. I noticed you. I saw you. I talked to you earlier.
I notice you, Megan Nut.
If anybody has any questions about anything for the next, let's say 2 minutes, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will reminisce about hard games.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I can't even name any.
Beautiful Joe. That was a hard game.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson Moonwalker was hard. It was a difficult game.
that was his intention, to make little boys hard across the
I'm sorry, I
country.
said that wrong. Michael Jackson Moonwalker, I was hard.
Oh, okay. Was it the monkey?
Michael Jackson Moonwalker, comma, I was hard.
Look at Vitamin G. He really likes bubbles.
Michael!
Elfman says, if you were all DJs, what would your DJ name be? I feel like there's some sort of like generator to figure that out. You know, like
No.
the name of the street you lived on, and the name of your favorite world leader.
I found out my anime name, but I forget.
Ramsey Putin. Obviously not.
DJ
Ramsey Newton.
Favorite world leader.
That's funny.
Ramsey Churchill. That's definitely someone's real name.
Ramsey Churchill?
Yeah.
I can see it.
That would be Spruce Mabuto.
DJ Spruce Mabuto. That is great.
I want to play Gun Dot Smoke.
Gun dot smoke.
Yeah, we should all put our
The Hobbit was a video game?
SNES classic.
Yeah, it was
They
actually
licensed the
pretty
shit
good.
out of everything.
It was actually pretty good.
They licensed Willow.
Did you play that? Kirby?
Hmm?
The Hobbit on like GameCube or PS2.
Oh no, I
The
remember.
Hobbit.
I think I remember watching you play.
Who's getting a
Andrew played
Hobbit?
it and he liked it too. Or Do, I should say.
Dukes.
Do played it.
And do.
Giant
Andrew.
Reggie says, which Mario game is in your N64 right now? Is there a Mario game in there, Mom Brain?
Yeah. Smash.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Bros.
Smash.
These are lovely.
Well,
Good
Yeah.
eyes there, Giant Reggie.
4 of them lovely.
All right, that's it. We're done. Thanks for watching and listening and hanging out and all that jazz. Have a wonderful weekend. Relax, play some games, have some fun, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Because I don't do videos on
We
Sunday.
love you. Bye-bye.
Wait. Don't turn it off yet. Hold on.
You guys want one? A little bit.
Gotta play it out.
Do you want to play the lighter like it's a flute?
What came on after?
Goodbye, everybody.